being
only
recorded.
today that we get to hear from our awesome CEO. This is one of the hardest working women, but I am so glad that she had a chance to really take a moment to put her feet in the sand, and get a chance to just really enjoy being around the folks that she worked so hard for. And so, this woman is a entrepreneur with more than 30 years of experience. She is an author, a co-author, a mom, a grandmom. She's mentored thousands around the world. In fact, in over 40 countries, she's touched lives. And so I'm just so proud to be in her orbit, to serve with her, and to take direction from her vision. So without any further ado, Melissa Boston Atoyebe, are you out there?
Hey, Kathy, I am out here. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much for all you do. Wow, we missed you. You are always a part of these fantastic trips, but I know you had some special plans of your own. So happy anniversary to you and your husband. And just thank you for always being there. I mean, just so humble, so modest. I mean, here Kathy is not only our VP of Finance, she's one of our Emerald directors, and how you so graciously introduce the callers and this introduction you give me. I really have to throw it back to you. So just appreciate you. And yes, still here in Orlando. And we just had the most epic trip ever. What was so special about this trip, not only did we have an opportunity to experience so much fellowship together, but this was our first retail trip. So we had literally 26 people here with us in Orlando. And that is just epic in and of itself. So I want to just give a big shout out to every single retail rock star who qualified for this trip. I know there were a few of you that didn't make it, but guess what? We still have your awesome award that each and every one of you have received, because this is all about you. It's all about retail. It's all about helping to empower customers. And this group, when it comes to empowering customers, they showed up, they showed out, and we had to show up and show out for them. In fact, Christian and Sherman left last night, and that was just such a special added touch. But we're going to get into that and so much more. I want to start the call how we always started. And I first really want to remind us that Akana means in the hands of God. Our mission, we believe health, wealth, freedom, and legacy are our birthright. By offering the most life-changing products and an innovative business, we empower people to elevate to their full potential. And I'm telling you, that's what we witnessed this weekend. We know we're coming out of this weekend with some record activity, because everyone right now is laser focused on the next trip. One of the common themes I heard throughout the weekend is, when is the next trip? Because we are not going to miss that. We want to make sure not only are we there, but I also heard a lot of the leaders saying, wow, I really wish I had more of my team to experience this. Because guess what? We had an identical property 2 doors down. So had we filled up both properties, we would have had double, okay? Double the pleasure, double everything. So there's always opportunity. Remember, when we first announced it, our goal was to take 50 to 75 people, but guess what? The 26 chosen were there, and I'm telling you what, they absolutely had the time of their life. And so what I wanted to do today is, because I have some leaders still here in Orlando. In fact, last night the theme was, no one really wanted to leave, right? I mean, because it was just so much attention to detail from the property, which was absolutely amazing. I mean, imagine a beautiful estate that's overlooking a fantastic golf course that some of our winners, actually had a chance to experience, but also 13 luxurious bedrooms, 12.5 bathrooms. I mean, a kitchen with double everything, a double island, a double stove, a double refrigerator, double microwave, double cabinets, right? I mean, just everything you would imagine when you're hosting a group of this size. And then to have our own private heated pool, our own private jacuzzi, plus access to, the lazy river and water parks and so many other fun excursions that were included inside of this property. It was epic. It was exciting. And we do not want you to miss the very next trip, okay? Did you hear Mooney on Friday and all those who chimed in, who were there with us in the property, just giving some of their experience? So make sure you go back and watch that replay. But we're going to replay some of it right now. because I have three superstars here, three retail rock stars, and we're going to start with our very own Dr. Betty, because Dr. Betty is one of the biggest foodies you're going to ever meet. I mean, every time Chef Sherman laid out his sprawling food, there she was to inspect and then get excited, right? She's always looking at that B Blood Food approved list, but we had already gave them the orders. So they had food for every blood type, guys. I mean, they had all types of proteins at every single meal, from the vegan to the turkey to the fish to the lamb to the steak. We had it all, okay? And so without any further ado, our phenomenal naturopath, this is our wellness director, our compliance officer. You can go ahead and just share with them from a foodie perspective, what is your take from this whole experience?
Day clean, everybody. So let me tell you, the menu was off the chain, and she's so right. I was right there at the front of the line to check on everything that was important: the ingredients, the preparation, the just everything. They all laughed at me, but they all enjoyed the food because it was 5-star, prepared by our private chef Sherman, and everything was just delicious. But more importantly, guys, this is an opportunity to take advantage of that stress management at its finest. When you do your R&R on Akana's dime, and you know what? It allows you time for extended self-care, which is really, really important. We lounged by the pool. We did water aerobics. We chilled in the hot tub, in the jacuzzi. And most of all, I think one of the most important things is that we got to know people from around the country, our Akana family members that we see on, we see them on Facebook, but really have an opportunity to forge relationships and really, really, really get to know people. So look here. Don't miss it next time. You got the opportunity to qualify for Vegas and Bermuda. Come on, you'll never regret it. See you there.
Yes, yes, and yes. Thank you so much for your awesome perspective and just sharing the true experience, right? I mean, the fellowship was so epic, and just having that ability, it's priceless. Don't miss this next one. And so I have two more retail rock stars here. The next one I'm going to introduce is really someone who's been in our business for a while, and I've always seen her at the top of the CV charts, but this is the first time she actually qualified for a trip. And I'm so proud of her because she had some special things happening this weekend. I'm not going to steal her thunder, but she is one of the most consistent retailers also that sometimes people just have now for the first time are hearing her name. But this is going to be more and more you're going to hear her name because I see her going past so many ranks. She's truly a diamond. And so Reba Dabney, okay, your very first trip you won with us here at Akana. So just kind of let them know from your perspective, what did you experience?
Good morning, Akana Nation. This is Reba the rock star. I had an awful time. Awesome. I had celebrated my birthday on the white day. I had two parties. So I'm going to try to join the other party. I know I'm going to make it to Vegas. So you come with us.
You're coming with us to Vegas. You heard that? She has said, I am coming to Vegas, right? Not trying. Okay, I love it. And happy birthday to you again. In fact, she didn't even tell us it was her birthday. We overheard her family singing to her. She was so modest about that. But guess what? Once she had a chance to really embrace her birthday, this lady also showed up and showed out in the spades game. I had to think it was a bid with the spades, but we didn't know that Reba had it in her, y'all. So on the next trip, you might want to pick her as your partner, okay? Her and Brenda, they showed up and showed out. Tracy had many partners, and Tracy always showed up and showed out, and that's the next person I'm about to introduce. In fact, she is the upline for Reba, but Tracy is someone most of you, I know you know, because she's the VP of our warehouse and our logistics. This is a woman who's always getting it done. She is a Ruby director on her way to triple diamond, but I just love the way she builds her business, how she interacts with her team, and it was great seeing her having the ability to really let loose, have some fun this weekend as she's now newly retired from 30 plus years of service at our post office. So without any further ado, Tracy, Bolton, if you can go ahead and let them know your experience.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to say if you have never taken a trip before with Akana, you definitely want to experience it. And outside of experiencing it, just getting to know the people that's a part of this company with you, it was awesome. We hang out a lot, but when you're really around people and you're in the same house, in the same room, and we can all get together and we all flowing and we're all having fun. I mean, I had the most awesome time with our diamond, Willie Mooney. I mean, he was just laid back. He was just so, it was just cool to be around people that was just flowing with you. I mean, Diana Coleman, when I tell you, it was very just delightful being in a room with so many people that you know, but you really didn't know, and they was just cool and laid back. I'm telling you, this trip was one to put in the book. And it just felt like it was for the common people, people that's working and just on target and staying focused and, hey, I'm going to get this and we're working it out. It was just so awesome to see people, and everybody was so excited we made a pact. Hey, we're going again. We're going to make this trip. Let's see each other again. It was just awesome, guys. So I'm telling you now, Akana is a trip to go on and experience. ICEO goes over the top. And I have been on several trips, but I think this was my favorite trip. And it was due to, we played cards. We did all kind of things. Christian dragged me under the waterfalls in the water, which I did appreciate, but, it was fun. Hey, guys, it was fun. No arguing, no bickering, no none of that. It was just so laid back. So, hey, see us on the next trip. We all say we're going to Vegas, so I don't know what kind of budget that's going to be on Akana, but we're going to be there. Everybody have a good day.
Wow. And that was awesome, Tracy. And you're right. Hey, listen, this trip, even Diamond Mooney said it himself. I know I heard it from Bernadine. I heard it from Gigi. They were like, listen, this was diamond quality, even on the food, the accommodations. We were way over the top, and they were just like, wow, this is a retail trip, which means every person on this phone listening to my voice, guess what? You can qualify and you can enjoy the lifestyle they just witnessed, the fellowship, the friendships, and all the camaraderie that really just filled our hearts, filled our soul, and just left us where we could fly home on our own plane. That's how good the energy was. And so I want to just also encourage you that if this is something you want to experience, we're going to have a special call on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go over the ways you can qualify for Las Vegas and for Bermuda. So if you want to see your numbers, if you want to ensure that you qualify for that trip, it's going to be the regular line. So our $1 Billion Big, meeting ID, which is of course the 312-888-0420. So join us on that call, 7 p.m. Central on Wednesday. It's going to be a Zoom. Listen in, learn where you're at, learn how you're going to be able to qualify, and learn when this trip will actually be timed out, right? So you have a few more months to qualify, know what you need to do. But one of the most important things you want to do right now is focus on your CV. We're about to close the commission period so we can run all those numbers, drop your wallet. But I know some of you have reached out because we had that amnesty, and we wanted to make sure every amnesty got honored so that anyone that needed to close in April, because here's the deal. In February, we did something really, really different where we doubled your CV. In April, it was basically allowing yourself to double your points, right? And so if you qualified at bronze in April, technically you got, instead of 50 points, you received 100 points. And so just know that was what was on the table in April, okay? Not in May, but guess what? In May, this is one of your last months. There's a few more left, but you want to make sure you hit your numbers this month, because every month you miss, it can cause you to not only miss out on the trip, but you don't want to lose the advantage, right, of being in that top 10, being in that top 20. Because remember, even at this particular property, we actually had it where there was rewards and awards given. And so you want to make sure you're in the tip top, get to Vegas with us, but also make your eyesight on Bermuda, because we want to see who our top 10 are as well. And so with that being said, hey, it's a wrap because we're here in Orlando. We still have stuff to do, okay? And so I'm going to remind you, yes, there is a rebound call. So if you join in on our rebound community, make sure you do just that. We also want to save our strands because that is happening at 2:30 p.m. Central. And then, of course, tomorrow is the Diamond Factory. And so I just am super, super excited because here we are. We're focused in 2025. And guess what we're doing? We are moving forward together. We are not looking back. And this time, not only are we going to the top, but we're busting to the top. So with that being said, we're going to see you at the top, the very top, the tip top. Let's go out and have an Akana day. And thank you to my retail rock stars who joined the line. I'm sure all week long, you're going to be hearing different clips from some of the retail rock stars who joined us on this epic, fabulous, over the top trip. So thank you all. Have a phenomenal day.